Hello, today I want to show you alternative ribbing, and you will start actually with crochet hook. This is the chain cast on and it's very stretchy. It's great for fisherman ribbing. So we need not only knitting needles, we also need crochet hook. And crochet hook should be the same size that your needles. So if you are not familiar with crocheting, you need to make a slip knot or attach yarn to the hook the way that will stay on the hook. I always use slip knot method because I can adjust the size of each chain. So let me show you how I make a slip knot. I will take a yarn and make sure that I have 1 or 2 inches tail. And then I place my yarn on the hook. Then I twist my yarn, and then I will hold the connection with my 2 fingers, and I scoop that yarn from the top and pull through and just tie the knot. And that's my slip knot. Now you need to make a chain stitch. So in order to make a chain stitch, you will take your hook and you bring that yarn, working yarn, towards you, you twist your hook and you pull through the opening, and that will be your chain stitch. And you repeat this, the same motion, as many stitches you would like your knitting to be. So if you need to knit, for example, scarf of 10 stitches, you will chain 10 stitches. Once you complete your number of stitches, you will transfer this to your knitting needles. So make sure you have enough stitches, and we will have 1 extra that will be on your hook. That extra loop we will knit or purl together. So now it's very important that you pick up the right loops. So your chain stitch has these little tiny loops on the bottom of the chain, and that has little bumps on the top. We want to be sure that we pick up only the top portion of each stitch. So we are making stitches in the back bump. Now, because we are making ribbing, I want to make 1 knit stitch where I place my needle from front to back, and now I want to make a purl stitch which I place my needle from back towards front. So I'm going from the back and I'm scooping my yarn, making a purl stitch. Of course, you can use this same technique for only stockinette stitch, where you're making only knit stitches or only purl stitches on each side. So let me know if this is easy for you, especially if you never crochet before. It is very unique start to introduce yourself to crocheting if you're just knitting right now. I combine crocheting and knitting in many of my projects and finding this very helpful. And as I mentioned, we need to combine the last stitch in the 2nd row. So once you turn your work and work all the stitches, make sure that the last stitch, you pick up the stitch and combine them with your last stitch. So let's do that now. We will turn the work and we work in our ribbing. Because my last stitch was knit stitch, I will make a purl stitch now. So I continue making knit and purl stitches, alternating all the way through this row. And at the end, when I have 2 stitches, I just make them together. Now you can continue creating your ribbing, or in row number 3, you can start creating fisherman rib. Right now I'm doing regular 1 by 1 rib, but you can start creating your fisherman rib. And as you see, this cast on gives you more flexibility on the bottom of your project and kind of will match with your binding off. So let me know if you try this method and if you ever try crochet hook using with your knitting projects. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.